Today we have internet YouTube sensation Corey B. He has recently jumped into the arena of boxing. We're going to talk to him. He actually has a scheduled fight in a few months against former multi-time world welterweight champion Paulie Malignaggi. We're going to talk to Corey B. And special, we're going to pop in a quick chat we had with Paulie about the upcoming fight against Corey B. Let's do this.
Balance out of it.
What's up, Corey B?
What's going on? What's going on?
We're good. How you doing, man?
Good, man. I'm doing as good as I can.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Last we spoke, you did a couple shows during the pandemic, right?
Yeah, it was long. Yeah, that was a good bit ago. Almost a year now, huh?
Fuck, was it a year ago?
I think so. I think it was a whole year because it was when the pandemic, it was probably like 2 or 3 months into the pandemic.
Wow, yeah, it just started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you a big boxing fan in general?
I've been a boxing fan all my whole life.
Oh,
Yeah.
so have you heard of my co-host Jeremy Williams? He was fighting in the '90s and 2000s.
No, 90s would have been. So I wasn't really into Lennox Lewis, Roy Jones Jr. Those cats. I was obviously a Tyson fan. Winky Wright.
Winky, we had on our show, yeah. So Jeremy, my co-host, who's having some problems coming in for some reason, he was a WBU heavyweight champion. He was top ranked. He fought a whole bunch of guys. Beast as an amateur, 300 fights, just crazy.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Him and I met. We were both at Kevin Rooney's camp. You know Kevin Rooney? He was a trained Tyson.
Okay. Yeah.
So me and Jeremy met. We were both in Kevin Rooney's stable. So that's how when I was an amateur, I moved up there. And Jeremy had just turned pro, and he was being handled by Kevin Rooney and all of Tyson's old handlers. Actually, there he is.
Amazing. What's up? What's up?
What up? What up? I've been on for the whole time, but you guys, I was lost in space.
Well, now you're found.
You're found. Yeah. So yeah, I saw that you recently. Did you recently began boxing, Corey?
So I've been boxing now for almost 7 months. Yeah. But
Okay.
I've been doing a lot of interviews. Like I'm telling you, I've been an athlete all my whole life. I didn't box when I was younger because I had a protective mom. My mom didn't really want me playing football, boxing, whatnot. She put me in karate. I was one of those kids that did. I was a karate kid.
Right.
But like I said, I played baseball and I was an athlete till I was at least 20. Is when I got kicked off my college baseball team and I didn't play anymore. But I was competitive. I went to Japan. I was all around the U.S. So it's not like I'm not one of those TikTokers that sit at home in front of the computer and play video games all day. I was someone that was athletic and did play sports. So, but I was able to pick up boxing fairly quick. And I'm not saying I'm there yet. You know what I'm saying? I still got work to do. I'm still trained. I'm training 6 days a week. But the trainers I do have taught me more than I can appreciate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw you, hit the pads and stuff, and yeah, you look pretty damn good for just starting 7 months ago. Okay.
In the videos I put up of pads were weeks ago, and it's still it's progressing every day. I try to progress a little more, and I'm with I don't know. I'm sure you know Gleason's gym. I'm with Hector Roca over there at Gleason's, and I've done some stuff over at Gotham too with Mike Castle and Rob, who owns Gotham.
Okay, yeah, I work out at Church Street primarily.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
And there's a gym in Brooklyn called Sweatbox. I've been going there recently because I live in Brooklyn, so it's
Okay.
local.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeremy's in California.
I know. I can still see it's still sunny out there. I can.
Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Come closer, Jeremy. We can't hear you.
Say it's hot as hell.
You're sweating, huh?
100 degrees out there.
Dude, my son lives. I just told him he's like 117 degrees.
Oh
Jeez.
no!
Christ.
No!
So have you sparred at all, Corey? Or just
Yeah. I've sparred. I sparred 3 or 4 times. I wouldn't call the first one really a spar, so around 4 times. But yeah, I mean, so we just started to be able to spar. I mean, because with COVID and everything, we weren't able to. So as soon as we open up to start sparring, that's what I've been doing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Actually, I remember the first time I sparred, actual sparring. I got jacked. I leaned into one. I leaned into a guy's. Well, it was our first time sparring, so he was throwing. Like, you know what I mean? We were hitting each other hard. So I leaned into it. Go ahead.
So two new guys sparring each other.
Yeah, it was awful.
That's the worst.
No, I
That
know. That's why. That's why.
you want to just take this advice. You want to move around with somebody who has nothing to prove,
Mhm.
been boxing for years,
I
that's
learned that. Yeah,
going to teach you everything you want to know.
I
Yeah.
learned that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But that's what I'm
absolutely.
saying. That's the very first. That's how I knew. Like the guy I was training with, Big Mike over at Gotham. Like he saw me. I got rocked. But I stayed in it. You know what I mean? I was still fighting. I
Uh-huh.
came over to the corner. He goes, man, you just impressed me. I said, impressed you? I just got rocked. He goes, I know. He goes, that's what impressed me. He said that He said you took that punch and you still want to fight. You still want to do this. He goes, most people that got hit like that and they're done. You know what I'm saying? They're out. But I was like,
Mhm.
no, I'm not fooling around. Like this is what I want to do. I know
Mhm.
what it's gonna take.
So how? Because it's funny, like when we scheduled to talk, you and me, I didn't even realize till after. I'm like, oh, so you kind of would be a YouTuber boxing, kind of like the Jake Paul guys, if you go further with it. Do you want
Yeah.
to go further?
Yeah, I do. I love the sport. It's not even like if people call me a YouTuber and TikToker, and like I was talking to the guys on DAZN earlier, and I was like,
Mhm.
that's just one of the 15 things I do. You know what I mean? That doesn't define me. I'm on the radio. I do TikTok. I wrote a children's book. I owned a candle business. Like I've done so much more than just TikTok, but that's what people I guess relate me with. So
Uh,
that's the title I will
right.
take. But yeah,
Well, that's got your popularity, and that'll be a good thing, right?
yeah.
Because that's so you want to do this. Do you want to have pro fights? What do you want to do?
I listen. I'm trying to fight Paulie Malignaggi. People think I'm crazy for it. That's fine. People that's okay. Look, I'm ready
Wait.
for a left hand. I'm ready to
So
I'm ready to get jabbed. I'm not. That's
let
okay.
You say that until a real motherfucker gets in the ring with you.
We're not talking about
I know.
Paulie Malignaggi.
So hold on a second. Hold on. So let's back it up. So it's funny. I saw this video for people watching, and it shows just somebody's hand with talcum powder on it, and they slapped the shit out of the back of Paulie's neck, and then
Yeah.
Paulie stopped. So I didn't know it was you, because I know you, and then I found out that was you. So could you give us a background? Why'd you do that?
So what happened is I was talking about boxing on the radio. I do a morning radio show. We're on air in New York City, Miami, Orlando, Buffalo, Michigan, Detroit. So I was talking about how I started boxing. I'm excited. I'm training with Hector Roca. I'm doing all this stuff. Paulie Malignaggi hears that, or a friend tells him that we're talking about it. He calls the radio station. He tells me to stop boxing. I'm not doing any justice. I'm ruining boxing and this and that.
Oh,
Telling me
wow.
that, basically telling me to stop. He's like, you're doing soccer mom stuff. Stop saying you're a boxer, which I never claimed to be a boxer. I said I'm trying to be. I never claimed to be a boxer. And then so it got heated because I was like, I was cool with Paulie. He called up. I was like, dude, you're a 2-time world champion. What's up? Why are you calling? And then that's when he said that, and I was like, he kind of lost my respect in like a personal way. You know
So
what I
you guys,
mean? Not as a fighter, but in a personal way.
so you never knew each other. He just randomly called because he saw you were boxing and didn't like it.
He called and he heard about it, but he was also part of Celebrity Boxing, and Celebrity Boxing announced that I was going to be part of it as well. So I don't know if he was like, saw that and he started listening to me and trying to find out who I was. And like, I don't want to say he was cloud chasing, but maybe he was cloud chasing to stay relevant because of the whole, how he was with McGregor and all that stuff that happened. Paulie
Right.
likes the spotlight. Paulie loves that shit. He eats that shit up. So I thought it was that. But he basically got to saying like, I don't have the balls to see him in person. I would never come up to him. I would never see him face to face. So I'm a TikToker. I'm a prankster. That's what I do. So I was like, bet. All right. So I did what I did.
So
What
when
now?
the
Hold on.
back neck,
What, Marco? Hold on. What do you think about this Jake Paul shit that just happened the other day?
well,
What do you
hold on,
mean?
Jeremy. Let me finish the train of thought with this, and then we'll ask him about that. When you hit him in the back of the neck, what'd he do? He came at you.
So I hit him in the back of the neck, and everyone thinks I had security. I didn't have any security. I don't pay for security. I'm just,
Right.
I'm a family guy. I don't pay for
Right.
security. I slapped him in the back of the neck. I took 3 steps. And everyone's like, you took 3 steps, you were running. No, I took 3 steps because Coco and Ice-T were right next to Paulie. And I might disrespect Paulie, but I'm not disrespecting them. I'm not going to stand there and have a scuffle around Ice-T and Coco. And I don't know who the other guy was, but he was there too. So I took a couple steps, and I started filming. And one of the videos I was in, you could see I was laughing. And he charged me with his arms up. Like he was going to tackle me. I went down, and I picked him up, and security came over. That was that. People were like, oh, you did it because you were safe. No, I did it because he was talking shit, and that was it.
Why did you do? So you also explained for people watching and for me because I wasn't sure. Why did you use talcum powder, and what were you saying about something about his haircut?
I was gonna use saltine crackers, and I was gonna dump crackers over his head and say, "Paulie want a cracker." You know, I was gonna be goofy and try to start some shit. But the hotel I was staying at, the store of the hotel, didn't have crackers, so I bought talcum powder. And there was this thing on TikTok not too long ago. It was like, "I like your cut, G," and people smack people in the back of the head. So I was like, I don't know. That's how my mind works. There was no rhyme or reason.
And here is Paulie's take on this whole thing, real quick.
I also got this YouTuber guy that ended up developing into something that I'm probably just gonna. We just did the deal to do a fight, do an exhibition fight in October. So I might just whoop his ass in the process, because that's the kind of guy that I could probably whoop his ass without even training, or not even. I don't necessarily have to do a training camp for that kind of guy,
Is that
I mean, I told him I'm good. You guys of my generation are a little older. So you guys have probably seen this movie. A lot of young kids haven't. The Great White Hype. You seen that movie? Great White Hype with Damon Wayans. I told him, bro, I'm gonna do you like Damon Wayans did Peter Berg in The Great White Hype. You think I'm kidding? That's how I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna record myself smoking hookah. Look, I got the hookah out right now. It's how I'm training for Corey B. And then I'm going to show up and I'm going to knock him out with a body shot. I told him I'm going to use my left hand on you. And I'm going to hit you with jabs, hooks off the jab, and I'm going to stop you with a body shot. You're going to see.
So did you not like this guy for real, or?
I think he's a little bit retarded. I don't think he's all there, man. Or maybe the generation is a little bit off. I don't know, because you gotta see the comments I get. He got a lot of support, bro.
Disrespect, bro. Smack somebody in the back of the head.
Yeah. Well, he came at me first. He came at me. We talked to 2 million people every day on the radio. He came at me first, live on the radio.
Yeah.
Paulie used to spit on people. I'm disrespecting barbers hit people harder than I hit him. Seriously, you get a fresh haircut, the barber does this. Hit you in the back of the head.
Yeah. Fuck out of here.
That's what I'm saying.
Who'd he spit on?
He spit on Artem.
Oh, yeah, we actually just interviewed Paulie a couple weeks ago. This didn't come up. I had no idea about it. I don't know. When did this happen?
This happened on last Saturday. Oh, no, last Friday. I'm sorry. Friday, during the Lamar Odom fight.
Oh, that's where you did it. Okay.
Yeah, where Lamar Odom pushed over Aaron Carter a couple times.
Wow. Okay.
Next subject. What do you think about the fight that happened? I mean, I don't even want to call it a fight. I want to call it a hug fest. What do you think about that?
You talking about the Logan Paul fight? I feel like they both made a bunch of money. I don't know. I feel like Logan Paul had a. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Logan Paul had a better. I feel like he could have done a lot more. You saw the first round where Logan Paul just did a barrage of arm punches. I don't know what he did. I don't know why he was wailing on him like that. But he had a good chance to throw some uppercuts and to be patient and throw some actual punches and body shots. He didn't do it. He just started wailing on him like a caveman. I don't know. I feel like it was a missed opportunity for him to really make himself look more legit. I know everyone's saying, "Oh, he lasted 8 rounds and this and that," but Floyd was never a knockout puncher. Floyd was a dancer. He dances around. He hits you with the shots that he has to hit you with. That's what he did.
Exactly. I mean, I actually thought that Floyd. I thought that Logan did pretty well considering. Floyd barely hit him. I mean, he was holding him, which would have been a disqualification in a real fight. But he did pretty damn fucking good.
He did good for what he tried to do. He tried to last 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather. And like I said again, Floyd Mayweather is never really a knockout person. He's not going for a knockout. Floyd dances around, hits you with the counter punches, and that's what he did. If you see the shots, Floyd didn't give it 100%. Floyd's also how old now? Floyd made money. This was a money move.
Yeah, one thing, but yeah, I my personal idea or a thought or feeling about YouTubers or people in that realm, jumping up and boxing with like former champions, I'm not really happy with it. Right? I mean, because hold on, because like there are so many young fighters out there trying to make a name, trying to get their way up in there. I'm sure they can get on the undercard, but they can't all. One, two, like they're making shit tons of money off of fans. I mean, their YouTube thing and all that business, or TikTok, and it's really not doing anything for the sport, but making the fighters who fight them look like has-beens.
Well, I kind of disagree with that. Floyd looked bad. Floyd did try to knock him out, regardless of what people say. We actually spoke with Floyd's uncle, Jeff Mayweather, last night, and Jeff even said, like, it was a little like Floyd tried to. He couldn't knock him out. He didn't look good. I don't think it's bad. I think Floyd should have never taken that fight. If he takes it, that's what he's in for. You know what I mean?
So,
But a gun
so you don't think that these fights are putting more eyes, a different audience on boxing?
I do.
For
I
20 minutes and then done.
Nah, I feel like because they're not leaving. Logan Paul's still boxing. Jake Paul's still boxing. They're still around. They're not going anywhere.
yeah.
But those fans aren't going. They're not linking over to. Let's see what fights are happening on ESPN tonight. They're not doing that shit.
Well, you know what? Then
Logan?
the younger generation of boxers, need to get a better team and start marketing themselves better. It's all about marketing. We live in a capitalistic country.
Ain't got no money, man. You box because you ain't got no money. You box because
That's what it used to be.
You don't need money. You don't need money for social media. You don't need money for social media fame. I was broke. I had pennies in my account when I started social media. I had pennies.
Yeah. You know what it is?
But now I don't because I start. But that's what I'm saying. You gotta. It's all. If you want to get to where this is, you gotta market yourself. You gotta try to be different. I mean, it's not gonna work. And I understand they can be upset, and people can be upset. But you can't blame us for capitalizing.
You know what it is? Let me say, Jeremy. Somebody like Jeremy comes from a time where, people didn't make $700,000 a fight like Jake Paul did. Like Jeremy was a world champion, was a world class, was an amateur champion, was an Olympic fucking team member, and it took him how long to even make that if he ever made that in one fight. So they get bitter and they get upset, and I get that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Corey, you're right.
I respect that. I respect the work that he put in. I do, but I put in a different type of work to get to where I am, and
I get it. And I'm not. I actually.
So you put in a different type of work, but you get more money than the guy who's been working his ass off and gets no money.
Right, but
it's not my fault.
Right.
That's not my fault.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just the reality is how many fights you got? Oh, none. And you're making $809 million for one fight for a guy who with his whole career, came from the Bronx, he came from Compton, he came from Long Beach, and he came from Middletown, Iowa. You know what I mean? And he's fighting, and he works at the fucking paper mill at the end when he gets off.
You know who's the perfect blueprint for that? Ryan Garcia.
Yes, because he's a real fighter.
He's a real fighter, but look what he's done with his social media. Ryan Garcia. It's the same. It's the same thing. You can't. Basically, that's saying that if Ryan Garcia can do it, then other boxers can do it. I mean, it's about working smarter, not harder. You know what I'm saying?
And too, Jeremy, they're coming in, somebody like Corey or Jake Paul, they're coming in with a career that they're already successful in, and they're able to merge that with boxing.
Time out. What is Jake Paul successful in?
He was a Disney actor.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, he was a Disney actor. He's amassed 20 million followers on YouTube. He's made millions and millions of selling merchandise. The guy's a multimillionaire in his own right just by entertaining.
Hey, self-made. Nothing. I'm not.
He's self-made. Because you know what? Because his parents are like my parents. My parents weren't lower middle class. They didn't make a lot of money. They actually laughed at me when I was doing social media stuff when I first started because I wasn't making any money from that. His parents were like landscapers in Ohio, but they made their way themselves, and it's just. I understand why fighters are mad about this. I get it, but that's not going to stop us from doing it.
No. And I'll say one thing I respect about you, Corey, is you're going after a real fighter who could fuck you up potentially. Jake
Yeah.
is taking these guys who aren't fighters. He's building his record. So at least what you're doing is way more dangerous.
But I
You know,
wasn't trolling. Paulie came after me.
yeah,
I was minding my own business. I
yeah.
wasn't going after nobody. I was minding my own business. Paulie came after me. So I was like, let me do some research on Paulie. I saw his last fights. I saw what Sam did to him. I saw what Artem did to him. I saw what Conor McGregor did to him. And I realized after the bare knuckle fight, he had another surgery on his hands. It's not the same Paulie. So you know what? I figured I'll put in the work. I got 6 more months. If he wants to make the deal happen, we can make the deal happen. And we'll see what happens.
Do you think call him? Well, I'm not gonna call him.
The Zone tried to call him the other day. He didn't pick up. So
I won't. I'll text him. But I'm not gonna blindside him now. But I'll ask him.
Okay.
So
tell him that his best friend's cousins.
What, Corey? How tall even? What do you weigh?
I'm 5'10". I weigh 166 right now.
Okay, that's
Paulie's about 178 right now. I picked him up the other day. I could feel it.
Did you pick him up?
Yeah.
Dude, text him. Tell him we're doing this.
You know what's funny? That same thing. I did another interview this morning with the Boxing Voice, and Paulie wouldn't call in. He would just text. That's all he was doing.
Oh, really?
He didn't want to be on camera. He just texted him. So you can text him. I'm sure he'll give you his answers. But I don't know.
He's a shy guy. Okay.
He's a shy guy. Who the fuck are you lying to?
Hopefully, all.
So did you hear anything?
Hey, did you text him?
No, I didn't text him yet. Hold on, but did you hear anything from him, Corey? After
He's been retweeting my resharing my stories that I tag him in and just saying stuff like I'm afraid.
Boxing did me really good. I made things happen, blah blah blah, and then now I'm talking about it. But I look at boxing through a different lens as Marco. I fucking hate it. When I say I hate it, I don't mean hate as in I've never, but I mean I hate it because of all of the things that my father robbed me from growing up. Because
I get you.
Made me all look. If I ran track, I had to run track and then come home and train.
That's how I feel about baseball. I get it.
I had to do everything.
I get it. My dad made me hate baseball. By the time I was 20, I despised it. Because if I didn't do well, I got hit. If I wasted his money at batting practice, I got yelled. Like I get it. I understand completely. I get it.
Imagine that with a dad that's just like a dad every day.
Well,
yeah, I get it.
Brown, so perfect. He didn't make me do anything. So what do you? Let's say the thing with Paulie doesn't, he doesn't want to do it, whatever. What do you plan to do with boxing?
They got to sign someone else. I signed a contract with Celebrity Boxing. October in Miami, something's supposed to happen. They're supposed to find me someone to fight. I was, it'd be cool if it was Paulie. That'd be awesome. It would be awesome if it was Paulie, but if not, they got to find me someone else. I don't know.
So you're going to fight somebody when?
October. I think it's October 9th or 10th in Miami. Look at
wow. Is this going to be? Yeah, it's Jeremy's 200. You don't want to.
No, I know. Jeremy's got 2 good arms.
Do you? So wait. Is this going to be pro, amateur, exhibition? What's it going to be?
I think it's just whatever happens. It's going to be an exhibition. It's not going to be a pro fight. Although it is one. And Jeremy's going to be mad about this. It is a goal of mine to work hard enough to be able to get a pro card.
If you get a pro card, you take a fight. I'll be there.
All right. Yeah.
Not fight you. We'll both be. So no, I don't think there's anything wrong, man. Like I got to be honest. Like those Paul guys, they have some decent skill. They're inexperienced, but they could fight.
they're working hard. That's the thing is I'm not bullshitting with this. I'm working hard. I'm in the gym 6 days a week. I'm busting my ass. I'm not trying to lollipop this shit. I'm fucking, but I know I got money and I know I got the following, but you can't discount the fact that I'm trying. Like, I'm working my ass off for this. And you could, like you said, you've seen the videos. I went from looking like a chump to I look like somebody. I'm busting my ass. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Hi, Greenland. But this is my thing is, like, you're trying to do it the right way, for lack of a better term. So you want to do a couple of smokers, and then you want to turn pro. And you're gonna fight a guy that they're gonna put in front of you, that either they're gonna put a guy to help you build your record, or they're gonna put a real guy in front of you. And that's where the science or the business of boxing is gonna take over. And
Yeah.
it's doing it for fun anymore. It's doing it for a purpose.
I got
And
you.
that, business of boxing is fucking dirty, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are there any other people on YouTube or TikTok that you'd want to fight?
Oh man, I saw that. Did you guys see that or hear about the TikToker YouTuber fight?
Not sure.
Any of those guys that were on that fucking fight, I would go after. It was like Austin McBroom. There's some other TikTokers, Taylor Holder. Any of those guys, I'd fight any of them.
Well,
I'd fight Jake Paul.
He's big. Those guys are. You want to kind of stay in your weight or go below.
Jake Paul's 6'180". I mean, he can come down. I can go up. I was 190 at the beginning of the year. So actually, I was 6 months ago. I was 190.
You're one fat, not 190, like in shape.
Yeah, I got you. I can bulk up.
But if you want to, okay, I'll fight you.
No, look at me.
You just give me on a. I mean, like I'll do it cheap too. I'll do it for like 500,000. You can make 6, 7. I probably almost guarantee one of us will get knocked out.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
who do they have you sparring with now?
There's a couple guys at the gym. There's a couple amateurs, and I'm about to get in with someone that's pro. They have Chocolito in there, not the big one from Mexico, but he was Golden Gloves in New York.
Okay.
But like I said, it's all beginning to process, and like I'm on the early stage. My first sparring went all out, it went fucking crazy. A recess the situation, and now we're working. Now it's like, you know what I mean.
And you've
Putting in
sparred
working.
how many times? You said 3 or 4?
4, yeah.
How many rounds you going?
Last one we just did was 6 rounds, 6 3-minute rounds.
Were you okay?
Say again.
Were
you wrong with them?
Were you tired or were you okay?
Was there was points where I was tired. I had to wrap up. Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I just started this. Now I'm running at least 5 miles a day, so I'm just trying to keep up with my cardio.
Marco did spar with you. Marco's got the fastest hands in the whole history of fastest hands.
Marco is
he's a puncher too, right?
Yeah.
So you guys, same neighborhood.
I'm good.
Marco, maybe you could tie your right hand behind your back and just use your left. That'd be practice for Paulie.
See that? Marco, with you, and then I'll fly out there and film that shit, bro.
Yeah.
How old are you, Corey?
I'm 32.
Oh, you're still young.
You should.
Huh?
That's good. That's a good age to start. I wish I would have started older because I feel like you're so much more mature when you're in your 30s.
Not only that, you're picking up things quicker, and you're not as stubborn. I feel like I'm not as stubborn now. Like, I was stubborn as a kid. I'm more eager to learn and do things right now. You know what I mean? Also, I don't have the wear and tear on my body that a lot of young boxers have had.
Yeah, no. I mean, Jeremy started when he was, 7? How old were you, Jeremy?
7, 8 years old, man.
How are the rotator cuffs?
Fine.
All right.
My knee's bad. That's from a something accident. I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. No. Some people can hold up. Some people can't. You're good.
So, what do you think about the upcoming Wilder Fury fight?
Well, I love Tyson Fury, man. But I like Wilder. That's hard for me because I like both of them. I like how Wilder is. I like how he's fierce. But I like Fury how goofy he is, man. He doesn't look like a boxer. You would never look at Fury and be like, that guy's a boxer.
What do you think? If you had to put him in a different sport, what would you put him in?
Tyson Fury?
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah, like WWE shit.
Yes.
And
So
and the other guy would be a basketball player.
Oh, for sure. Deontay Wilder be dunking on people. Fucking arm in the rim.
I think Deontay is gonna lose again badly.
Yeah?
Me too.
I think
You
his mental state, and Tyson Fury kind of called it as mental state's really not. I don't know, man.
those excuses. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
So people think, oh, YouTubers boxing is a disgrace. I think those excuses Tyson Fury made, that's a bigger disgrace to me. All the shit he said, he fired his fucking coach. I mean, crazy.
Dude, the bigger thing is Lopez getting COVID. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, Jeremy doesn't really follow current boxing, funny enough, because he hates it. But Teofimo Lopez, Jeremy got COVID, so his fight was canceled for this weekend.
Yeah, I know.
We were supposed to interview him too, and I didn't hear back. Now I know why.
You said Tyson Fury fired his trainer?
No, Wilder fired Mark Breland after he Fury.
That's
And
not
he called him disloyal because he threw in the towel after he was taking a beating. Like, I could have stopped that
Yeah,
fight.
dude, he was getting like when you guys getting pounded like that, you see that you got to do something to help, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, so to me, like, first it was the suit too heavy. That's why he lost. Then it was Breland shouldn't have stopped it. Then he got drugged, and then I
Yeah.
mean, and then the glove. Apparently, he thinks Tyson Fury pulled his gloves up. Jeremy, have you ever heard this in all the years? Have you ever heard somebody pull their glove up to the fist? So then the glove, there's nothing in the top of the glove, and their fist is around the cuff.
it's not the fist. You skin it. You call skinning the glove. It's when you pull the glove back with the top part of the glove, and this is where the glove ties right here.
Right.
You tie you flip it around, and then you on the glove part of the glove on the glove part of the
Yeah. The knuckles.
with the laces. You pull it down nice and tight, and so it skins. It's called skinning the glove.
No, so
Ah.
no, they were saying
Dude,
that
they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. This is exactly what they did. It's skin the glove. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. You don't push it in front, you pull it back.
I believe you, but the people are saying that he pulled it up. So when he was hitting them, it doesn't make any sense.
It's impossible to pull a glove up. You have to pull it back.
Not only that, it would look floppy. It's too tight on your hand. It wouldn't go over your hand.
Dude, you put the glove on,
Yeah.
and then tying it, you skin it back. So you pull. So if there's this much between the glove, this much space,
Yeah.
you skin it back to it's like this much space.
So you're taking the padding away. It's just knuckles. It's just
Pulling the pad back, like if
Makes
you had
sense.
what is that thing? A sponge. And
Yeah.
You pull it like that and push it real back. It gets really thin.
They check the gloves after the fight, don't they?
It's the glove is not. They didn't do anything to the glove. They just they skinned it, and you tape it. And
Yeah. So to me, all his excuses, like what you said, Corey, I think his mental. I mean, and also think of it this way: if you won every single fight you've had and you knocked out all 40 people or whatever it is, then you finally lose. It might
It's hard
be,
to cope with, man. It's hard to cope
Yeah.
with. It's
You
not. But
Yeah.
but I think he believes those excuses, and I think that I think he believes that. You know what I mean? You win so much, you lose. You're like, how did that happen? Something's got to be wrong. It's got to be this. It's got to be that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he believes it completely, and I think there's people around him that are, I wish somebody would just be honest and be like, you lost. You know what I mean?
But look at Fury, dude. Look at the weight he has behind his punches. Look at his. I mean, he's a brick house.
he was close to 300, right?
Guy's a brick house, man.
Yeah, 270 something. He's
280, but man, that's a big dude, man. It's a big dude,
Yeah.
and you punch, and he's got all that length. A long, hard right hand. It's like, I mean,
He's one of those guys you see and you're like, oh, he's a bar fighter. He's someone you'd see fighting at a bar. You know what I mean? And you're like, that's a big dude.
Speaking of that, were you ever growing up? Were you like a fighter? Did you get in fights, Corey?
Me and my cousin would fight all the time. That's about it. I'm a nice guy, man. I don't fuck with nobody. I like fighting for the sport. I'm not gonna fight someone just because, you know what I mean? But me and my cousin used to go at it. We were the same age, same height, same everything. We get into it.
But you weren't like a tough guy.
I didn't fuck with people. I left them alone. Like, here's the thing: is I don't mess with someone until they mess with me. Like, I wasn't like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the reason why I went after Paulie. He fuck with me. He came after me, started saying all this shit, and I'm in the mood. I had been boxing. I'm like, all right, you know what? Bet. Let's play around. Let's see what happens.
I wonder if but it doesn't seem like he's gonna want to actually fight, right?
I don't know, man. We'll find out. He's biting. He keeps replying on Instagram. So
He is.
Yeah, you baiting him,
I got the cheese, and I'm trying to get the mouse to chase it. You know what I'm
huh? He's gonna taste it. He's not the smartest fish in the world.
Might happen.
If you guys talk to him though, if you see him and you talk to him, tell him I got his neck in the back of my trunk if he wants it back.
Oh shit. Okay.
I still got it.
Yeah, I didn't get that whole the talcum powder. I'm like, I didn't know where that came from.
I told him after I did. I said, look, you look itchy. The back of your head looked itchy. It was sweaty, and it was a fresh haircut. So I try to freshen him up, you know.
That's funny. So you said that you have Wilder losing, right? You think Fury's going to beat him again?
I think Fury's going to be Wilder. Yeah.
Okay. What about Pacquiao Spence?
Wait.
That's another one right there. Like, what the fuck did that come from?
Pacquiao's still.
I know. Errol Spence though is a beast. But I can't see. Whew, I'll probably go Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah, I'll go Pacquiao. He knows what he's doing, man. He's a legend. You think you got Spence beating Pacquiao?
Here's the thing. Go ahead, Jeremy. You could answer it first.
Hey, I just want to see a good fight because I'm kind of connected to both of them, so I don't want to shoot.
No, they're both amazing in their own rights, though. Like they're both, you know what I'm saying? They're both goats, but like the bigger goat that's been around for longer is Pacquiao.
And I would hope that I would be very happy if Pacquiao won the fight by decision and a 12-round good fight, so they could do it again, or Pacquiao can retire and be done. Or I would be happy if Spence won because I'm good friends with Derek James and
Now, is this fight that fight's an exhibition, huh?
No, that's a real.
That's what I don't want it tarnishing either the record. Like I don't know, man. I don't know.
If I had to bet, I'd bet on Spence.
Yeah.
Because of youth and the size, but nobody would. I don't think many people would be shocked if Pacquiao beats him either.
I don't know what the fuck they have in the water out there, what they've been drinking, but I don't know what's going on.
It's called.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
What?
I know. Facebook.
Oh, steroids.
Shooting them up. Yeah.
It's not steroids anymore. I mean, they are steroids, but I mean, there are so many designer drugs out there to help build muscle, build strength, and like testosterone boost, all kind of shit. So it's not like when I was boxing steroids. It's now it's like these designer, things that keep your water levels and your muscle levels and all that stuff. Just, I mean, it's crazy. It is really. It's really.
Take that shit when you were fighting?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, early when I was young, when I was trying to make.
Why not?
2 pounds.
Yeah, why not?
If you ain't cheating, something you ain't cheating, you ain't winning.
Did it do anything?
Sorry?
Did it do anything for you?
Bigger, but then I kind of like.
Yeah. But I'm sure what it really did was made you aggressive. It made you want to, like, you know what I'm saying? It makes you want to fight. Yeah,
it's just it's so much better now what they have for baseball players and boxers and football players. It's so much better for you as well. Back in the day, it was like, here, take these horse balls and
take this testosterone.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Pacquiao's. A lot of people accuse Canelo of that.
Canelo's just a beast, man. That guy's as strong as shit.
Yeah, but if anybody's maybe juicing, I would think it's him. You don't think?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
What do you think about Oscar De La Hoya talking shit about him?
Oscar make waves.
Oscar what?
Yeah.
He's Oscar's person. I've known Oscar since I was a kid.
They were on the Olympic team together.
He's such a docile person. Like he does that for sure.
Yeah, I figured that.
I think,
and also maybe that Canelo left Golden Boy, so he's like, shit, I can talk shit now.
Yeah.
Oscar's trying to come back and fight.
I saw that. Yeah, he's not looking bad. He looks good.
No, he's bad. He's only 48. I mean, that's old, but it's not that old.
He's like 47. He's a year old younger than me.
And we interviewed Hector Camacho Jr. He's fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Sr.
Oh, senior.
Yeah, he's fighting. Senior's 58. Junior's my age. I used to spar with him, actually. He's like,
Junior, how do you feel Junior's last fight went?
who did Junior fight last fight?
No.
His dad was Pitt. The fight that he kind of really bowed out.
Junior? Against who?
Did he not? Was I watching the wrong fight?
Hector Camacho Jr.?
Maybe I'm thinking about the wrong Junior.
Yeah, I think you are. Hector Camacho.
What Chavez? No, it was Chavez.
Oh, Marco
Chavez
Jr.
Jr. You're thinking of.
That's who it was.
He took his shit.
Yeah, Chavez
Yeah,
Senior.
but he's coming back too, though. He's trying to fight again as well.
He's fighting Anderson Silva
What?
Yeah, that's yeah.
on the same card that I
You
think.
don't fight me, bro.
Huh?
This is exhibition 6-8 rounds. You and me.
Me?
Me? No.
No, he's trying to beat me up. Like,
I'll fuck you up.
That's the easy part. Beating you up would be the easy part. But making you look good for 6 rounds, 7 or 8 rounds, I could do that for you, man.
Thank you.
Wouldn't be that bad.
It's very nice.
all right, y'all. I gotta work at 4 a.m. man.
All right, man. Thanks for talking with us. Let's do this again.
I appreciate you guys, man. Like I said, no disrespect to the sport. I'm just trying to do what I can, man.
And none take it smart and
Yeah, contract.
more powder to you.
All right.
All right,
I'll see
Corey.
you guys later.
Peace out, man.
Bye.